Hey there, Capricorn Sun, Capricorn Moon, Capricorn Rising. It's Maggie. Welcome to Moonlit Waters. Today we're going to do a Celtic Cross Spread for the energies surrounding September for you. And then we'll take a look at health, wealth, love, and destiny, or your soul path, however you want to look at that. I did get a vision for you before I started, so I want to talk to you a little bit about that. It actually sent me into Google to do some research. So I'm like, what the heck is this? So before I do that, could you please hit the thumbs up? It's super important to YouTube channels that you hit the thumbs up when you watch any of the videos, because the analytics is the lifeblood of your YouTube channel creators. Okay, so what I saw was just a field of yellow flowers, and I was looking at it and I said, Spirit, what is that? And they said yarrow. I'm like, what the heck is yarrow? And so they said, look it up. So I did. So we have yarrow is very similar in when you look at it to poisoned hemlock, wild carrots, fennel, Queen Anne's lace. So I heard beware the copycats for one thing. Yarrow is very healthful in antiviral, bacteria, anti-inflammatory, so it has the health benefits. I think the thing that most caught my attention was that yarrow is self-sowing. It will spread like wildflower, or like wildflowers, that's funny, like wildfire, if left to its own devices. It does this through propagating through the seeds that it drops. And of course, as birds pick up the seeds and carry them, it propagates through the root system. So it's very resourceful in creating more abundance. That's interesting. Okay, so that I found fascinating. So people do make money selling yarrow, and so it is a way to produce and to create financial abundance. It self-sows, which means that whatever you seeds of intention that you plant will be able to generate more through multiple avenues of connection, like from the root system, so the base that you build. So say you're starting a new business, your base clients, and then also from word of your new business spreading out there and bringing in new clients, kind of that kind of energy. So I felt very much like it, because it's the yellow was what I saw. It's that solar plexus. It's that ability to attract into you what it is that you want. I need another card for this. I think I need another card. You're not giving me another card. All right. All right. Let's get into this. Spirit picked the decks this time, and they picked a deck I have but have rarely used, and it is the Celtic Tarot. And so there is storyline that runs a thread through the entire tarot that's based on Celtic lineage, folklore, whatever you want to call it. But I don't know it, the mythology of it. I don't know it. And so we're going to have to go based just on what I see. I said to Spirit, I don't know the stories. They said I'd be fine. So your overall energy was this 5 of Cups. But I really want you to look at this 5 of Cups, because here's what I'm seeing. So the pig to me is a sign of wealth, especially at that time, right? If you had livestock, you were a lot more wealthy than you thought you were. There is a rainbow bridge. It's filling up the cups behind you. There's only one is overturned. The other two just look set off to the side. And it's kind of like you've tried things before, they didn't work out for you. But if you lift your head up, you can see that Spirit is bridging the gap and filling up opportunities behind you. You need to turn around. And so I'm like, I really wanted to understand what they were trying to say with that, because all I saw was the yarrow, right? That's not a lot to understand, but that would be things being transmitted through the air, like opportunities coming in. That a rainbow is etheric, right? And the rainbow is momentary. You have to catch it just right. The rainbows don't happen until after the storm and when the sun is coming out. And so opportunities feel like they're showing up. Are you paying attention? You're going to need to see them quickly. Strike while the iron's hot is what I just heard. So there, if you are lost in feeling sad, whether it's about a relationship or financial or anything, if you are lost in disappointment and not looking around to see what else is going on, you're going to miss an important opportunity, a blessing coming through. Because when I was trying to get something for a clarifier, and you could see they were being stubborn, and then the deck finished. And when the deck finishes, I always take the card from the bottom of the deck, and we have the Queen of Pentacles, the Queen of Shields. We've got the rabbit sitting there, which to me is about I'll be darned. Or maybe those are daffodils. Okay, so the rabbit is about propagating freely and easily. We've got the daffodils coming up, but they're yellow. At first I thought they were yarrow, and she is staring intently. She is focused on what it is she is trying to manifest. But we're in the winter coming into the spring, and so I want to say whatever you're trying to do may take some time. And there may be a sense of loss along the way, but if you focus on what it is that you truly want to create and manifest, it's almost like the rainbow comes over and it creates this pentacle opportunity for you. You just are going to have to be willing to turn around and see it, and to focus on it. All right, so actually, I'm just going to flip all these up so I can get a overall view of what we're doing here. So, Capricorn, you may be feeling like it is time to be moving forward, and feeling like it's a hard go for some reason. Oh, wow. Yes, you are feeling like it's a hard go. Why is that? Right, so in the space of what is currently happening, there is a lot of victory happening. We have the Six of Wands. This is understanding that it looks like he's pointing to the heavens and manifesting, right? His thoughts are manifesting, and that is true. We are on this really fertile ground where you have the opportunity to, what you focus on is what you're going to manifest and what you're going to create. And so it could be that you're coming out of this time of not being able to manifest and create what you want, and then you realize, well, wait a minute, I can do this because my thoughts matter. And you are focused on connecting to spirit, because we have the Four of Swords, but this Four of Swords is interesting. I feel like when you sleep, you are receiving messages. So if you feel like and the sun's shining though, right? And so I feel like there's a need to nap as frequently as you can. And when you sleep in the lighter sleep stages of a nap, it's a lot easier to remember your dreams. So keep a dream journal by your bedside. Don't be embarrassed that you take a nap. If you can't take a nap, at least maybe on the weekends you can. Find the opportunity to snag that a little bit of sleep and use it as a meditation time. With the intention of, I'm going to rest, I'm going to close my eyes, I'm going to nap, and I'm asking Spirit to bring me divine information and guidance at this point so that I can really tap into this energy. And because there is, in the area of resources being brought to you, here's another cup coming. And this one has, the fish is whispering in her ear. She's coming up out of the emotional waters, which is a good thing. She's not all dressed in drab. She's shed the darkness, and she's come up out of the emotional waters, and she's listening to her intuition. I am unclear what is attached to her back. I really can't tell. I swear it looks like a big old lobster piggybacking on her. I really can't tell. Although it looks like there's a raven on her shoulder. Okay, Capricorn, I'm sorry, but I can't stand it. I have to go and look and see what the heck that is doing there. What is that? So the raven is on her shoulder. The fish is a symbol of deep unconsciousness, or a higher self occupies the cauldron. So again, this resting, this connecting with spirit, this taking time to meditate and really become aware of what messages are being brought to you. And it doesn't say what's attached to her back. So I have no flipping idea what that is. It might just be the way they drew her dress. I have no idea. Maybe it's seaweed clean. In your subconscious. Look at that. You are manifesting and creating what it is that you focus. What you think about, you are going to create by connecting to your higher self, by allowing yourself a regular practice of meditation, by paying attention to your dreams while you're napping. If you can pay attention to your dreams while you're sleeping, that's great too, like overnight sleeping. But right here we have the High Priestess, and the High Priestess is actually, this one is so in tune that she is conjuring up. She is requesting what it is that she wants to. This is important. You, when you are manifesting, I know that when I was learning how to manifest, I used to say, Spirit, just tell me what to do and I'll do it. Please just tell me what to do, I'll do it. Oh, if you'll just tell me what to do, I would be happy to do it. And one day Spirit said, that is so not how this works. The way it works is you decide what it is that you want, and then you stop trying to control the process of how it is that you create what you want, and you allow the opportunities to flow to you, but you are aware and you take action on them when you see them. You can't sit there and do nothing, but we will bring you what it is that you need to manifest what you want once you have decided what it is you want. Do you know what you want? I'm like, oh, I was hoping you'd tell me. It took a little while for me to figure out what it is I want. So, Spirit will help you to conjure up the opportunities by being open, by listening to your intuition, by really being connected to Spirit. So by you consciously taking the time to point to the heavens and say, this is what I want, this is what I want to grow. I'm open. He's totally open, naked, laying there above the clouds, letting the sun come down on him, the sun of the consciousness of the Christ consciousness to really infiltrate his body through his Holy Spirit, allowing him to bring these information and this guidance to him by paying attention. He is going to manifest what he wants. Because in the area of the opportunity coming towards you, you have a Knight of Pentacles. The Knight of Pentacles is very slow moving. But this knight is riding a very red dragon, which is the action, fire. He's not breathing fire. He's moving at a slow and steady pace, but red is definitely action. It's also the color of your root chakra. This is knowing that you will be secure, you will be safe, you will be moving forward. What you think about this silvery dragon, and you decide to manifest, and then you start taking the action in a very, oh gosh, Saturnian, Capricornian way of consistency and persistent and moving forward. You are going to accomplish what you want. The problem, the challenge here is that we have the Seven of Swords. And so the Seven of Swords, this is your challenge. This isn't somebody coming at you. This is you making sure that what you're not trying to outthink yourself while you're trying to strategize. Do not be so focused on trying to think the strategy to move forward, but instead connect to Spirit and allow it to come forward for you. Because in the egoic position, the position of who you are, we have the Hangman, but the Hangman is receiving guidance. And it looks like he's receiving it from the roots, from the ground up. Again, this root chakra energy here. This connection, as above, so below, manifesting what you want because you have decreed that this is my path to victory. I am listening to my intuition and I am finding my way forward. I don't need to sit in this type of cups energy of rejection and dejection, but instead focusing on what it is that I want and connected. Staying connected to my higher self is the way forward. In your environment, you have the Nine of Wands. So there is something, someone, something going on around you that is nearing the completion of their cycle. And somehow this is impacting your life. But it feels like that's their battle. And you are supposed to be focusing inward on what it is that you're trying to create, focusing on what it is that you're trying to manifest through your connection to spirit. Stay connected to spirit and don't allow the drama and the trauma that's going around you to distract you from your soul purpose, from what it is you're trying to manifest, whether it is a relationship or it really feels to me like you're trying to manifest something it feels like soul work. So it feels like what you're trying to manifest here has to do with what you came here to do. And it could be done through a relationship. It could be done through your work. It could be done through mentorship. It could be done through building of your family. You know where it is that you feel called. And it is a calling. It feels like a calling from deep inside your soul to manifest, to really get this out there, but you need to articulate what it is that you want to create. You have a new moon opportunity coming up in Virgo. I think the new moon has just happened. It hasn't happened yet as I'm recording this, but maybe by the time you see it, you'll be in the energy. I'm in channel. When I'm in channel, I absolutely cannot think. So I will post it in the comment section below so it's easy to find when the new moon is. But I feel like the energy around that new moon to really plant your seeds of intention is going to have so much to do with as you progress forward. For Capricorn rising, that is the 9th house of connection to spirit. And so what is it that you're trying to get to on this soul path here? In the area of advice, you have the 5 of Pentacles. We have 2 figures in the background not asking to be invited to the fire. We have 3 warriors sitting there with plenty who are not inviting into the warmth and the heat. Which one are you? Are you on the outside looking in and you need to knock on the door and say, hey, I was wondering if you could help me out with this? You know, do you make a phone call? I have this idea. Are you the person who is so focused on yourself that you're missing the opportunity to build something going on behind you? I'm not really sure how that is advice. We do want to say do not wallow. Do not wallow. I want to get a clarifier on that. It's really... Okay. Apparently that's our clarifier. Okay. These people are very self-absorbed and totally don't notice the people behind them. Okay? And the people behind them are walking away. And your clarifier here was to walk away. To walk away from emotional situations that do not serve you. So pay attention to what actually works for you and what doesn't. Be willing to leave it behind. And the 5 of Pentacles is you oh gosh, you have everything you need inside of you. You don't need other people to bring it to you. However, look for the opportunities, knock on the doors that you need to. You're going to have to do things. The challenge is not to become self-absorbed. The challenge is not to become self-absorbed. So, you know, if you're with a situation where there seems to be a lack of attention to the needs of other people, you might want to consider how you want to handle that in a way that is not self-absorbed. At the bottom of the deck was the Lovers, and it was stuck to my hand. So the Lovers here is this one here. This is connecting with someone and connecting with them through wisdom and spirit. And there's that tree. It's the same tree. As you leave this month, you have you right there. Well, this is YouTube. We'll censor. You right there. You are the King of Cups. You are naked to spirit. You are open. You are receiving. You are not in the emotional waters, but you are fully in touch with your emotions. You are a commanding presence, right? A very commanding presence. You have this idea. There's that Ace of Wands. Here's the wand in your hand. And here you are using the cauldron of your decision making, your choice, your focus, your attention, your manifesting to make it light up. Yeah, it has some growth on here, but here it's freaking on fire. And we have the Two of Wands. Again, multiple opportunities to propagate through the roots and through, the seeds. Look at this. Here in this one, you really see the root system, right? And in this one, you can see the fruit in the tree. So the seeds that you spread through other people, and the roots that spread out and create a base of success for you. You have the Ace of Wands moving to the Two of Wands. When you are emotionally balanced and secure in who you are, and you know what you're doing here, because you are so connected to spirit. Look at all these spiritual connections going on here. And the advice here is to walk away from groups of people who are not spiritually aligned with you. It could be that the place that you work, it doesn't fit anymore. You've outgrown it. It could be that the relationship you're in doesn't fit anymore. You've outgrown it. Whatever it is, but it feels more when this feels very groupy. So groupy, like a group of people. Maybe they're so self-absorbed and they're gossiping. Maybe it's a Facebook community. Maybe it's something like that where you're just like, wow, that is so distracting. And it doesn't align with me staying aligned with my purpose and with spirit. Well, Capricorn, that was a lot to unpack. Please leave me a comment and let me know how that resonates for you. And let's take a look now at health, wealth, love, and your destiny. Let's see if we can get this done in under half an hour. Look at this. You have the Seven of Swords here in the challenge. And in the health area, we have trickery. This feels like, when I say trickery here, I feel like this is emotional and mental trickery. I think there is a group of people that are, I need a word that's not that. Okay, I'm going to go with jerks. That you need to walk away from. And look for that one or two people that are truly, look at the light difference. Look how dark and gray, right? And then we have the eclipse. We're letting go of, we're moving away from that. An eclipse, it is happening during the daylight. As you move out of it, you're eclipsing them out as the sun. And then you're going to find where you belong. You're making a choice to find the community, whether it is in a work community, a family community, a spiritual community, it's community oriented. For some reason, the community energy is so strong here that you find the community. By the end of September, we're in Libra season as your 10th house of career. So it feels like it's very much out there, not an intimate partnership, where you are like, this group does not serve my highest good, and I'm walking away. And look at this. You have self-worth and impartiality. Okay, you walk away, but you don't judge them. You're not judging them. You're just saying, I am worth more than this. The only thing I'm doing is thinking about me. Ooh, look at the back. They're all like that, but it just goes with that walking away energy. It's moving toward who you are and understanding, recognizing your own value. And if this group of people doesn't see how good you are, then what the heck are you doing there? Walk away. You're worth so much more than that. There is a community out there. It may be a smaller community, but it's a better one for you. It's a better fit. And so do not judge them. Stay impartial. Stay in balance. But remember how much you are worth. And so if you are starting a business, be sure to consider what are you worth when you set your pricing, right? So whether this is, you know, if you're going to look for a new job, make sure you're asking for what you are worth, the perks and the benefits of what you are worth. Your emotional, mental health seems to be what's at stake here. Also, even though it says impartiality, she's holding two buckets. I want to say, make sure that you're keeping your work-life in balance. And this trickery with all that green, and we're talking about health, makes me think that make sure you're reading the packaging. If you think you're buying a quote-unquote healthy food, check and make sure it's really a healthy food. There are lots of things that are added into foods that are not that healthy. And the packaging can be deceptive. So do your research on that, especially if you're starting on a new health routine and you're looking for, oh my gosh, and you're looking for healthier food choices. Read the label, and the label should not have words you cannot pronounce in it. That's always a good hint. If you can't pronounce the words, if it has more than 6 or 7 ingredients and they're not even real words, it is time to put that one down and look for something else and check the sodium. What's the sodium level? Because a lot of times they take out other things, but they'll substitute sodium to add flavor, and you know, you really shouldn't have more than 1,500 milligrams of sodium a day if you are a normal healthy person. If you have health issues, then you should consider keeping that closer to 800. So check and see what is going on with that. All right, so here we have for your financial, your wealth, your career, we have success. We have success. We see the success already here. You've declared what it is that you want. They're saying, yes, the success is yours. Decide and define what your idea of success is. As you do, the vision can manifest and guide your dreams more accurately. Decide what it is. What is your definition? Spirit's not going to tell you what to do, but they will help you when you say, this is what I want. This is how I define success. And they will open the doors and they will bring and rush all the opportunities to you once you decide what it is that you want to manifest. You have karmic prosperity. You have karmic prosperity. Be ready now to release past life and soul agreements on money and prosperity. Cut the cords to be free. You are worth so much more than whatever it is that you're getting from this group, and it feels a lot like a work situation to me. So much more. You're worth so much more. Decide what you are worth and don't accept less. And then we have begin today. Ace of Wands. Begin today. Now is the time to begin. Small steps will make big changes. Small steps, slow, steady progress. Knight of Pentacles. Oh, I love it when we get a consistent message. All right, let's take a look at love. When I'm looking at the cards on the table, I really wanted to say the most important thing, no matter what comes out here, is going to be self-love. Recognizing the importance of who you are and not accepting being in the company of people who do not see your value. Self-worth. See? Oh, I love this. Okay. See? You have the Divine Masculine. The Divine Masculine. This is you taking the action to declare, I am worthy. I am going to do what I need to do. The Divine Masculine energy is action-oriented. It is chivalrous. It is taking care of themselves and others in a way that is kind and compassionate. We have the Lion here, which represents the courage. But again, he's not wearing a mask. He's barely clothed. Spirit is on his shoulder. You know, it really feels like this is more of the energy of the feminine, the intuition here. But this feels like moving things forward in a way that is healthy and focused on what is for the best and the highest good of all. This is the Divine Masculine and everybody has Divine Masculine and feminine traits. So lean into yours, and you have commitment. Making a choice, making a decision. You have the Lover's card that basically showed up twice here. Making a decision to commit to yourself, commit to your path, commit to your soul purpose, commit to your partner, commit to whatever it is that you're trying to commit to. But there is in the power of two. And here we have two people walking away from some BS going on over here. So maybe for some of you, even though this is the love portion, for some of you, maybe what you're doing is maybe you work for like a big law firm, and you don't like how they're deceitful and all the trickery and stuff, and you went into law because you were like, I want to do good, and there's one other law partner, well, not partner, but associate that feels the same way, and you're like, dude, let's go start our own law firm where we have values and ethics, right? Make the commitment, whatever it is. So this is just opportunity to make some choices this month. Make the choice, make the decision, but make the decision through connection with your higher self. Make sure that this is in alignment with your soul purpose, and you will not fail. If you are in alignment, I need to say that again, they said, if you are in alignment with your soul purpose, you will not fail. And your soul purpose is determined by you and your higher self. And so going within and spending the time in meditation and thinking about what inspires you, what lights you up, what fires you up, what makes you want to get out of bed in the morning and do something, that is your soul purpose. That's what lights you up, and that's the direction to be heading in. And then all you have to do is declare to Spirit, this is what I really want. You know, okay, so I have a degree in nutrition and dietetics, and I have another one in exercise science. Okay, I went to school to convince my kids that they needed an education so they would not be poor like we were. So while it took me 13 years to get through school, at the end of this cycle of 13 years, is a long time to be in school, by the way. Just saying, if you're going to do this, do it faster than that. But as I was nearing the end and the conclusion, I'm in my final semester of my final degree that I'm going to go get through an academic institution that way. I was on my steady breaks doing tarot readings to relax. And I remember talking to a friend while I was doing a reading for her going, man, what I really wish is I could make money doing this. That this was the job I had. This will be the job I have. I'm working that way. The nutrition and dietetics thing, there are a lot of reasons why I'm not doing that, but mostly the soul is not satisfied by that work. It is satisfied by this work. What satisfies your soul? So you have the meandering path. Don't worry that you don't know where you're going step by step. Because if you're moving slowly and you're being consistent and persistent and you have your eyes open for the opportunities when the door's open, and then if you're rushing by, you're going to miss it, but you're not. You're moving slowly in the direction that you want to go, then you will see the opportunities on the path. And Spirit is lighting the way. You have the wise woman of the grove. And you can see her, the Spirit, there in the trees. And I honestly don't know what this one is, and I want to look. This is the Sacred Oracle by Denise Lynn. It is one of my new favorite decks. I actually use this one a lot, and I've not seen this one, so I don't know this one. The Wise Woman of the Grove steps forward and hands you intricately carved wooden box. This is my gift to you, guard it well. With care, you open the box and inside rests a perfect ruby. It sparkles in the light. This is a joy activator, she says. Hold it to your heart. Oh, I have the chills. And all around you, in all directions, all beings will relax and find joy in the moment. Joy is the great gift that you can give another. It is the gift of grace. Look at this pentacle. This dragon is ruby colored. This is amazing. You are being given the gift and the opportunity to do what lights you up from the inside out, that brings you the joy to manifest. This is great energy. Don't miss the opportunity, because rainbows, they're fleeting. They're fleeting. This time is now, right? Take some action. I will see you guys back here. I do the weeklies where we just take some practical advice, quickly go through the week and to guide you on your path, and then I'll be back for sure to do the October readings, and I'm going to try to squeeze in mid-months if I can this month. We'll see. Things are popping for me, so you know, you can do what you want and follow your dreams and go for it. And things are good. Things are really good. You guys take care. Talk to you soon.